Okay, Colton, looks like you went with the brewery concept. All right, cool. That's Portland coming to Colorado. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of your writing. I wanted to keep it original and come in, so I used part of the logo with the outline of the lumberjack. Please excuse my lack of type here. For some reason, I couldn't get my text box to work. But I plan on putting in the company's name, Great Notion, centered in the mountains for the font. I said it was Garamond. Font just feels right. Let's talk about Garamond a little. Garamond is a very, as you know from typography, Garamond is a very, very classic, traditional typeface. And when I think of Colorado microbrews, I think of more of like a really super hip young clientele. Um, and when I think of a super hip young clientele, kind of what would be indicative of the general demographic that you might find in a microbrew, then I think of more of a contemporary sans serif typeface. So I'm wondering if a sans serif might be a little bit more indicative of the demographic of your target audience. Think about it and let me know. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the work. I got the work up right here. Now, I will say this. I think at this point we're pretty underdeveloped. And, and let me just show you what a comp should look like. We go back to the Welcome to Week 2 course announcement. I talk about comps, right? And what are comps? And a comp is basically, it's called a comprehensive. And here it is. Over in the, let me see, this is, oh, right here, yeah. This is basically, this is called a comp. And this example shows the transition from a sketch to a digital comp. So here's your sketch, right? And here's a digital comp. So you can see it's just a really highly developed rendering of what the final piece might look like. And the reason this is so relevant is that at this stage you would be submitted to your creative director or your art director in the studio setting, right? So if you submitted this as your digital comp, your art director would come back and would say, hey, there's not really enough here to show, intent. So we really want to get this rendered out to a very high degree of completion, including color, including typography. I know you said were having some issues with your type tool, but let me know. Don't ever be afraid to email me. Email me and say, hey, I'm having difficulties with this tool. Can you maybe give me some tips? And based on what is happening, I can definitely do that. So, okay, so you looks like you got the Colorado Sea. Looks like that circle is open down there, though. So, and then you've got some overlapping lines on what neat technique to reinforce depth is to bring that line all the way down so that this mountain is actually overlapping that mountain. And then let's get your typography in place. So again, this is really important. I want to show you something else. Where are we? Hang on one sec. I want to draw your attention to one thing. To get over to this page right here. So this is week 2, project 1 poster continue page. And right down here, I describe what a digital comp is. And then here's even an outside resource. So you can jump over there. Just read this paragraph, jump over there, take a look at that. And I think you'll get a much further understanding of exactly what a digital comp is. It should be much more detailed here. And if you just jump through, we can see some examples of what a digital comp would look like. So note the degree of completion in some of these examples. Here's another good one right here. So they're not complete by any means, but there certainly is enough here to show intent. So I think that's something that's really important as well. Okay. Sorry, my scroll wheel wasn't working for a second there. Okay, so those are my recommendations. So you could do one of two things. Preferably go ahead and work this out to a higher degree of completion and then resubmit it here tomorrow or something. And I can make comments before your final submission on Sunday, and you can address any final adjustments therein. Or you can just submit it Sunday. It's really up to you. And I would prefer if you were to have a chance to submit it early. That way we can get comments and you can make adjustments for Sunday's final. But, final for the week, right? Okay, so at this point, as you know, it's really important to get with me with any questions, Colton. So if you do have any questions, if I can clarify anything at all I've said here in the last 5 minutes, let me know. I'll be glad to do so. All right, thank you very much.